Well, hey there, welcome back to Middleburgh. You see, I got the baler here, hooked up to the old Ford, and it is doing a fantastic job. Already made one bale, and I'm just on the first lap here, so that's actually working out really well. A little bit more grass than I was expecting, so I am thinking I'm going to make out pretty good with this deal here. Let me let that one drop there, and then I'll continue on here. So I got to looking in the shop at the price of a silage bale, and I was actually quite shocked. It was $17.50, I think, is what they're running. Let me let this bale drop off here, and we'll take a little peek in the shop. It is for a silage bale, yeah. So $17.50, and that is for a 3,500 liter bale, which is exactly what we're making here. So, I mean, already, we're 4 bales. That's covered the cost of the rental, just right there. So this is going to turn out really well, I believe. I'm glad I did this and went this route. It did cost me a little bit, but I think in the long run, it's going to be for the best. Now we still have just a couple rows here on this side, then we have to go around on the other side of the trees, and then we still have all of that over near the other field. So a good number of bales for my cows. All right, we'll continue on. Don't want to let that thing drop and roll down the hill. Definitely want to keep them on the flat land here when they drop out of the back of the baler. And we're off on our last little bit here on this side. Got a little bit up here in front of us, and then we will hang a left here and start down by the silo. I'm gonna let that one drop off there. Okay, now we can head on over here. Now this windrow was pretty thick. This is the one I kind of pulled it all together, so it's going to be pretty thick. Hopefully the baler can grab it all in one pass. So I don't know if I'm going to try and fool with some just random areas here around the farm, trying to get a little bit extra grass built up. With what I'm seeing now, this is actually producing quite a few bales, so I think that'll be good to get me along for now. So trying to little spots here and there and try and get them raked up is going to be a pain, so probably just not going to even fool with it. And then just as soon as we get done with this, we're going to move on to something else here. Trying to stay productive. The days go by very quickly here on 5x speed, so trying to keep things moving so that I don't get behind. Now, obviously, if it gets to the point, I'm going to drop the time down, but as of right now, I hadn't had to do that, so everything's able to stay kept up with for now. But as the farm continues to grow, we may have to make a little bit of an adjustment from time to time. Alright, I think I got everything on that far side. I had one little spot here on this side that I missed. Two little spots. I'm just going to cut through the trees here real quick just to see if there's anything left. And I do see one spot there. There's one down there I'm not going to worry about. It looks good. I think we got most of it. So now I'll head on over to the other field and go ahead and knock that out. So just before we get over there, real quick, I did not even count. We have 3, 9, 10, 11. 11 bells. So that's $17,000 worth of bells from the shop. So I say that this paid for itself for sure. And then we still have this over here, so this worked out. I'm glad it did. I was a little bit worried about how much grass I'd get, but this works. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 rows baled up real quick. And then we'll see you back here in just a moment. Alright, this is the last bale that I'm going to wrap up here. And you notice the baler is currently empty. Looks like we have total of 9 bells on this side, so that worked out really well. We have this little piece here. I'm not going to pick it up because I know it is not going to be enough for another bale, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. It could be that I come back and mow there again later at some point, or if we end up doing some baling work or grass work at a later date, I'll just pick it up then. So we have all of the bales made up and I'm happy, very happy. I think that is going to be plenty for the number of cows that I currently have, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to take the baler and the tedder back down to the, well, actually they will come get it. So I'll let them come get it. Since it is a lease, they will just pick it right up from the farm. So we'll do that. So now what I need to do is get to work on some plowing. So we're going to leave the baler right here for now. And then I need to get the plow out of this shed. So let's see. I think I might can squeeze through there. We'll give it a shot. Look at that. It came out with no problems at all. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go down to that far field and start there and try to start getting some plowing done. Now this is technically a disc, but it is a plowing game. They call it a heavy disc, So I guess it is supposed to till a little bit deeper. It does have some aggressive angles there on the gang, so it may grab pretty good. We'll see. Hopefully this tractor can pull it. It is rated for this horsepower, so hopefully it works. I have not tested this combination, so I could be in for a surprise, but hopefully not. Hopefully it just works out and I don't have any problems. I do like the animation on these discs here. It does have the handle there that spins and lowers it down, so that's pretty good. And let's see, are we getting a plowed state? It looks like we are. The real question is going to be, is it going to pull it up this hill here? Now, I'm noticing there is some stubble over in the grass, and I'm wondering why that is not coming out there. That's interesting. Okay, the tractor is having a little bit of trouble here getting up the hill. It's downshift. Oh gosh, we're in too low, too high. Oh goodness. It's having some problems, folks. Well, that is not good. That's not good. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and raise up here. Let's get up to the top of this hill, and we'll just go across it. Hopefully we don't have any problems. Man, it is struggling with this, just towing the disc. Alright, it's running at 7. Pretty steady at 7. Oh, that's holding that pretty good. Going around the top of the hill there. So hopefully if I can just get this thing going back and forth across the field, maybe it'll be able to make it okay. Probably won't be able to keep the speed the whole time, but if it can run 7, I'll be good with that. That may actually be as fast as it's supposed to run. Now this plow is a little on the small side. I think it is right around 3 or 3.5 meters, something like that. Double check here in just a second. Once we get to a location where I can set a worker here. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and set a worker because I'm actually concerned about how that's going to work out. Because of the front, there's a little bit angled, and sometimes I've found that when you have the angled implements, the workers end up leaving a lot at the edges where they turn around. So we're going to get up here, and I'm just going to hire a worker to go across the field once this thing slows down. Actually, it seems to be pulling up this time pretty steady. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna a click worker on here. We'll see what happens. Didn't quite get it lined up correctly, but that's okay. We'll go with that. So real quick on this plow, it is this one here is a John Deere 670 disc. So yeah, it is 3.9 meters, so just under 4 meters, and it's rated for 115 horsepower. My tractor has 136, so it shouldn't be in too much of an issue, but it only runs at 7 miles per hour, so it is running at the speed it is supposed to. And what is going on here? Let's see how he is going to handle this turn here. Oh, don't overshoot it there. That animation on the lowering there takes a little bit of extra time, but it does look like, looks like he got lined up and is doing okay. So that is working out really well. It is going to take some time at 4 meters to do this field and the next, but that's okay because I have plenty of other things I can do. Now this is, I think, where, see, I don't understand why they do this on these implements that are angled. They'll pull up and drop it down. That's frustrating. Alright, well, let me stop him there because I'm going to go up here and get this little strip that was missed. I was going to say that the helper missed, but it was my fault. Believe it or not, I do think the helper system is much improved over Farm Sim 19. I think they do actually a pretty good job in 22 here. I really don't have any complaints. I mean, obviously, everything can be improved to some degree, but for what I use a worker for, they usually tend to do okay. Now, I just said that, I probably just ruined it because this guy's gonna somehow get the tractor straddling the fence or something like that once I turn him loose. Hopefully not. Crossing my fingers. I'm just gonna make this last little turn here, and then we'll get him set up down here at the end. I think that should be good there. We'll turn the worker loose and hope for the best. Now, what I'm going to do, we're going to blink back over to the farm. Got the skid steer. Now, I don't have any bell spikes or a bell grab, and I know jabbing it with a pallet fork is not realistic, but we're going with that. Oh yeah, it picks it up okay. Now, where am I going to store these things? I think what I'm going to do is just put them right out here beside the cow pen. Right here by this tree. We'll just line them up here. That should work out pretty good. That way, if I decide to feed the cows either straight silage, the bells are right here, and we could just grab one, take it down into the pen, or if I do end up with a mixer wagon, then we can just do our mixing over here. So either way, I think this location will be for the best. Now, I don't think I'm going to run. Oh, what am I doing? My trailer will pick up and load these bales. Well, I need to go get the... Oh, man. I only have the one tractor. Well, that is aggravating. I have got to get another tractor. Matter of fact, I think it's time. Time to get another tractor. So, let me grab this other bale here. We'll put it over here and then let me go shopping. I'll go ahead and get the rake and the baler returned, and then I'm going to pick out a tractor and see what I can find. Go pick it up. Got a new ride. Sticking with the Ford/New Holland theme. Picked up this L95. It does have a front weight with the skinny tires on it. And it actually runs at 26 miles an hour, so that's quite a bit quicker than my other tractor. So as far as making deliveries, this should work out pretty good. It is a wide stance there on that tractor. Does have horn. Lights, everything works good. So $44,500, and I had to take out a $5,000 loan because I was just short. Or no, I took out a $10,000 loan because I needed some extra cash for the helper to work. So yeah, we're back down to a $10,000 loan and no cash. But I have another tractor, which means I'll quickly get these bales picked up and then also have another tractor to make another run to drop off some more whiskey. Now I'm curious to see how many bales this trailer will actually hold. I know the last time that I put bales on it, I had the big bag pallets on there as well. So I'm curious. I hope it's not just 6. Hopefully it can hold more than that. But we're going to see here very shortly. And I may end up having to just go ahead and pick up the ones I stacked too, because I think this is probably going to turn them on the side. So we'll just get everything picked back up and straightened up, and we'll have some nice neat stacks over there by the cow pen. Did get the windrower and the baler has been returned. Also checked on the plow helper, and he was doing okay. Seemed like he may have been having some issues turning around on the end of the rows, but I'm just letting him go and hoping for the best. Now we're almost down here to the field. Let me make sure this thing, yeah, I think everything is set up. Well, I guess that does not matter. The only thing, I think you have to come to a complete stop. Ooh, right in the middle. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, please stack on top, please, please, please. Ah. 3 bales at a time? Okay. Well, I got this trailer for now, but this thing may have to go. It just not hold enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make quite a few loads with just 3 at a time. Alright, so it's going to unload on the left side. I can't seem to get it changed to the right, so we're just going to swing around here and unload on the left. So I don't like that. I don't like how that's unloading. And I don't like that it's only 3 at a time. So what I may end up doing is I'll load these up here on the wagon and just take them over there. And then may just use the skid steer to restack them. But this wagon is definitely... You know what? Let me try something here. Let me try something here. I have on the... Let's see, where is that option? Trailer fuel limit is on. Let's turn that off and see what happens. Yep, still unable to load it. So that is not going to matter. Oh well, we will go with 3 bales at a time. That is frustrating. Oh shoot. That's got to get out of the way. Let's just move that out of the way here. There we go. Alright, let's see if this will unload. Yeah, see, I can't control. Or maybe I can. I don't know. Not real familiar with this mod here, so we'll just get them over there and I'll just restack them. I wonder if I can grab this bale on the roll. Let me see. Got it. Well, that's a little faster instead of having to come to a complete stop. I wonder what will happen if I get too close. So, have to move over. Well, I can't say I am real pleased with the way this is working out. That is not what I would like to be dealing with there. So, anyway, let me go ahead and pick up the rest of these bales and get them over here. We'll start stacking with the little skid steer and see where that gets me. We're just after noon. Oh, and I actually had moved the time down to 1 while I was looking for a tractor. So let me move that back up to 5. So it's just after 12 and we have the plow going. Let's check on him real quick. Yeah, he's making progress through the field. So we'll let him continue on and I'll work on stacking some of these bales up. Got it. Well, I have 2 more bales to stack up here and I'll be done with this. I actually ended up sending a driver down with a load of whiskey to sell. So he should be on his way back. Ended up with 30-something thousand off of that sell. and I paid back 10,000 on the loan, so I'm back to being debt free. I tell you, the bank's gonna quit loaning me money since I never pay them any interest. But it is really nice to have the other set of wheels now and being able to make those runs while I do something else. It gave me plenty of time to stack these bales. Well, I say stack them. It looks like... it looks terrible. But it will be out of the way. And I did not fool with turning those ones I put on the sides. We'll just leave those as is and let it ride. So the other helper is in the field, still working on the plowing. I imagine he'll be there for a little bit longer. We can jump over and check on him. Let's see, there's the helper coming back to the house there, and yeah, so he's over halfway done, maybe about 2/3 of the way through this field. So this is taking a little bit of time, but just as soon as he's done here, I'm going to clean up these pieces along the edge, these weeds that he left. We'll get those knocked down, and then I'll move them over to the other field. Hopefully today. Hopefully we have time today. We'll see how long this takes. So that's going to be it for this episode. Got a lot done. Bought a new tractor. And got some silage put up. So really good progress here. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click that like button on the video. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done so already. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.